Well, welcome to another week of the creative process. Oh my God, this thing is just taking off. It has legs of its own. That's why I know that it is an idea from God and it's just being carried out through me. Thank you for tuning in this week. I am so excited about today's guest. But before we start talking about my guest for today, Ishmael Cotton, let me tell you about who I am and what the creative process is. So, I am Angie B. I am the host of this amazing show. I have to say it's amazing because it just came from God. That's all I can say about it. The creative process is just a series of conversations with other like-minded creatives. I like to talk about their processes. I like to dig into their worlds and explore other creatives. So it's just a series of candid conversations. I want you to stay connected because I'm going to be having more conversations with creatives in the future. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram at angiebecreative and also Angie Beasley. And I have a YouTube channel. I never thought I would do that, but it's Angela Beasley. So I want you to just stay connected and follow. And last thing, I keep it all in the family so you can follow me easily. I have a website and it's called angiebecreative.co. Pretty simple, right? So yeah, I have it all at the bottom of the screen. Just follow, stay connected. All right, so let's get into my guest. Let's hear his bio. Ishmael A. Cotton is a native New Orleanian born May 6, 1987, with music in his heart. Raised by his parents, Pastor Alex E. and Anita G. Cotton, he was always surrounded by music and the Word of God. Even though he was surrounded by music from birth, it wasn't until he was 11 years old when he decided to pursue the life of a musician. He currently serves at Mount Calvary International Worship Center as the musical director under the leadership of Apostle Terry Gullich Sr. and is the owner of cottonmelodyproductions. Ishmael's vision is to take New Orleans gospel gifts to the world, and through grace and by faith, he knows it will all be done. So let's bring Ishmael Cotton on. Hey, Ish, what's going on?
Nothing much, man. I'm just happy that you asked me to be here. Thank you for the invite. I appreciate it.
I mean, you're an amazing creative. I had your name on my list when God first gave me this concept. I wrote down a whole list of people I wanted to work with or who he led me to, and you were on the list. So I'm so glad that this is finally happening. Right?
Appreciate it. Thank you, God, for making the list.
Right. I see you in the lab where you whip it up.
Yeah, it's just a little 1-2 situation. Something just just a little small studio. My setup where I get my little creativity on right here.
Come on, well your creative process happens, right?
My little piece at home.
I love it. So now it's initiation time. Cheese.
Come on.
So I ask every single creative that comes on this question, and this is how you get initiated into my creative gang, right?
Mm-hmm.
So my first question to you is, how do you define creativity or being a creative? However you wish to flow with that.
Okay, so define being a creative. So I would say being free from like others' opinions and others' like judgment, I would say. Which means for me, I would say, because opinions, when being a creative, it's you kind of think outside the box, right? So when you're thinking outside of the box, a lot of times everybody won't understand it. So of course people will come with, I don't think you should do this, I don't think you should do that. And if you would allow that to kind of put a box, like put you in a box or put a top on your creativity, then you can't really be who God created you to be honest with you. So, everybody's different. Everybody's going to have opinions, which me personally, I don't believe nothing's wrong with opinions, but the creative inside of each and everyone, I believe we all should kind of put that to the side and be like, if I know this is what God called me to do, I need to go ahead and do it. So I feel like you need to be free from opinions and judgments, and then at the same time, everybody's not going to like what you do. So you have to kind of be like, you can't allow that to kind of make your decision upon things. Yeah. So that's my definition of it. Like, just being free from others' opinions and judgments.
And you know what I love about what you just said? Because I feel like when you care about other people's judgments and their thoughts about you and their feelings about you, that stifles your creativity. And that keeps you from being your best self. So I really love that definition. I think that I'm learning to adopt what you just said into my own life and allowing me to do things. And this is how this platform was built, because I started saying, hey, I don't care about what other people say or think. So
yeah. I love it. And I don't want you to think that I've been doing this. Like, I'm getting better with it, because even when I was younger, it's just starting with it. Of course, when you're just starting with something, you seek out help and all this, that type of stuff. But then, like I'm just getting into this state that Ishmael's in right now. Like, I'm not worried about the opinions of others. Let me do what I know I'm called to do. That type of thing. Yep. So
come on, Ish, you better keep growing and evolving into that God-given purpose.
Yep.
Come on, church head. No, but something else I loved about what you said. So, I asked you about your creative niche, and you said my creativity is a feeling and emotion. If I'm not touched by what's going on, I can't create. So, share with the people, like, go deeper into that. What does that mean to you?
What that means to me is, like I'm pretty sure, even with you, like, you've heard a song, or you heard, not necessarily music, or you heard something, seen a movie, heard some poetry or something, and it did something to you emotionally, like you felt something, like you felt that. And with me, with music, like, and it's weird that you even did it Saturday night. I was in here on YouTube listening to some old, some not really that old, but like some stuff a few years back, I believe, by Snarky Puppy.
Ooh.
And the way the music, the way it was playing, I was telling Quintess, I'm like, Quintess, the way I'm feeling now, this is what I want everybody to feel when they hear music, or even when they hear my music, when I'm creating. Like, and then even with me, there's times I've been in rehearsals, and at the church, Mount Calvary International Worship Center, Apostle Terry Gullich is our pastor and teacher.
Come on, plug.
But even in choir rehearsals, there's times the praise team is ministering, Pastor DC Cross is singing, and we're there, and it's like I'm feeling something there, and then my creativity starts to rolling because of the emotion that I'm getting from them. So that's how I am. Like, my creativity really doesn't kick in until I start to feel inspired by something. That emotion comes upon me, or that feeling. So that's pretty much, that's pretty much that in a nutshell, pretty much of that. Like, I need to feel it, because I feel like if I'm not feeling it, I don't think it's gonna come across the same way to everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my thing. If I'm not touched by it, I don't think no one else would be touched by it. So that's my thing. If I'm not feeling it, I can't do it. That's just me.
You're pretty deep over there, Cheese.
Nah, no, I'm not.
Yes, you are. Okay. Whatever you say, we're gonna roll with it. But man, I feel like I'm gonna have to look at this again and like just reflect on life.
Like, not really, but that's like that's how I've been my whole life. There's times when I was younger, like even with my parents, like my dad and my uncles, they played music. Like, I've seen them feel it. And when they felt it, it came across. And that's just how I've been my whole life. My grandfather the same way. When he was playing, man, like, I felt it. Like, so, and then that's how I guess I was kind of raised. And that's just a lot of things, not just music, just with being around certain people, is like, I'm not really feeling this. Like, I don't think I can connect. You know, then the type of person I am, I really can't fake the funk. You know, like Quintess always tell me, like my wife, my beautiful wife, Quintess Cotton, she always tells me, Ish, man, you're very blunt, and you like I'm black and white. I'm not no in between. It's either you're gonna get all of this or all of that. Like, I can't be in between with it. So that's how I am. It's like, if I'm not feeling it, I just can't do it. And also, let me make sure I'm clear about this. If I'm not feeling it, that doesn't mean it's right or wrong. It's just not for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I think even with creatives, that we need to kind of understand. If somebody's not understanding or feeling something that we're doing, that doesn't necessarily mean it's right or wrong.
Right.
So
it's
that's
not like
another thing I want to
it's not like they're rejecting you. They're not feeling it.
It's just not them, right?
But creatives they tend to be sensitive about their stuff, like Erykah Badu said. We sensitive about what we create.
And even like I talked to like some years ago, I talked to a friend of ours, Kevin Lampton. Mm-hmm. I talked to him about some stuff, and he was saying, when it comes to like our stuff that we create, a lot of people are afraid and sensitive if somebody rejects it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You know, because that's why I feel like people are afraid to kind of do their own thing. It's because of the rejection that they might feel from other people's, and which goes back to our I guess my definition of a creative being. You kind of got to get past the opinions of others and the judgments of it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's that's that. So we gotta kind of have to get past that point of their opinions and judgments and just go for it. And then if they don't like it, at the end of the day, if you know, like I said, I'm not trying to be deep, but if I know I'm doing what God told me to do, I'm fine with it. At the end of the day, like, I have to be fine with it. You have to be fine with it. So that's one thing. So of course, with everything, you have to put that with prayer. You have to pray about it. You just can't be doing stuff just to do it. So if you don't know, so if you're not doing what God called or told you to do, you just pray about it. Ask Him. Get clarity from God, and that's what I do now. That's what I do with anything that I do now. I pray and I get clarity about it. That's why some things I do, some things I don't. So
come on, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Ask the Lord, seek God, and He's gonna lead the path. You full over there, Bishop. You full.
Nah.
You full over there.
Nah.
So, Ish. Yeah. What people don't know is we used to go to high school together. I saw you around all the time, and I knew that you were I knew that you had the musical ability back then. How long have you been in the music game?
Sheesh. Now listen, I'm gonna feel like I'm super old when I say this. 22 years I've been doing it. Yes.
Wow.
But since I was 11, I started learning when I was 11.
Wow.
Yep. So I'm 33 now, so 22 years. Sheesh.
Wow. So you're I think it's safe to say that you're a master at your craft. But a lifelong learner.
I'm still learning. Like, I feel like everybody's still learning. There's always something to learn. So I don't think I'm a master at my craft. I think I'm pretty, I'm decent. I'm okay. I'm good. I feel like I'm good at what I do, but I don't think I'm a master at it. Those words will never come out of my mouth. I'll say that.
Right. But I think the beauty of it is, so I know, and I've heard Brandon Butler say this before, that there's a certain amount of hours that you have to grind at your craft to become a professional. And I've seen that clause too. It takes about 7 years. I forget how many hours, but 7 years to become a master. So you've been in the game for 22 years. grinding at this thing. So I'm just gonna deem you a master on today.
No,
but
no, I'll take it. I'll appreciate it. But yeah, listen, I appreciate it. I'll take it, Angie, for being so kind. Thank you, Angie, for the kind words.
But I love that you understand the concept of being a lifelong learner.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, man. You have to be, because like, especially with music, because think about it. What's this, 2020?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't even talking about 30 years ago. Music 5-10 years ago, you know what I'm saying, is different from what it is now.
I agree.
So it's like music is always changing. So we have to always adapt to what's going on. So we have to learn something new, even with just technology, not just with music. So we have to learn the different technology for things, and just always learn, always be open to learning. And then I feel like once you get to the point of like, I know it all, then that's when you just stay here, and then everybody else, not necessarily everybody else, but everything else starts passing you up, and then you still here, and you still living in the past. But I remember when, and I remember you don't want to get like that. You never want to be at that point.
And I literally just said to myself, with everything going on in my life, that first of all, I'm nothing without God, and I am a lifelong learner. And the day that I believe that it is all about me and I'm doing all of this and I don't need any help is the day that things will start going downhill, basically, as you just said. So I love that. So now I want to know about... So you've played many different roles in your music career. You are a music director, a music producer, a songwriter, and song arranger, right? Yes. And I think that's all dope cheese. And I feel like you're still embarking on more roles. Like there are things that you're going to birth or become or fulfill. Like you're still discovering yourself. So that's exciting. That's exciting. But I want you to tell me about Cotton Melody Productions and how that was birthed. Look at you.
Yes, Cotton Melody Productions. It was birthed. It was pretty much, of course, me playing, and then like the places I mainly play at is at church. So a lot of the times when I'm talking about playing, I'm talking about at church services for gospel concerts and things like that. So Cotton Melody Productions birthed from me playing. In my mind, I'm always hearing different ways to do stuff. I'm always looking at what's another way to do things. So a lot of this started when I joined at that time Greater Mount Calvary Church. Once I kind of got over there back in 2006, and at that time Jerry Henderson was the band leader, and the bass player, shout out Jerry Henderson, J Black. So he kind of instilled in us at the time. It was me, Terry Gutledge on drums, and Jerry Henson. It was us. So he instilled in us, like, kind of don't just be normal. Kind of always think outside the box. So I believe that's where my creativity started. And then, like with me and with Cotton Melody Productions, he always changed music up. So he kind of started me with that changing things up. And also my dad, like I've seen him, like he had like at the time my dad had acquired the AC Gospel Singers. They've recorded 2 records, and I've seen the creativity with my dad. So I saw that and I was like, wow. I've seen my dad in the house producing his music, the music that he wrote and everything, and even for some other people around the city at the time. So I've seen it when I was younger, and so I was like, I like that, I want to do that. So I'll be in my room on my little toy keyboard acting as if I'm creating. You know what I'm saying? So even as a young child, so I believe it started there, but officially it started like in 2011. I kind of created it in 2011, started doing some producing around that time, like 2010, 2011, around that time. And the first I guess artist I had was from here, which was the Jones Sisters. That was the first song I've done. I got to them through Jerry Henderson, because Jerry was producing the song, but Jerry, he was like, Ishmael, I need you to create some stuff for them. So I wound up starting with them, and they gave me my first start. Like the Jones sisters gave me my first start. They gave me a chance, and then from there it went on to like Ryan Hadley and different people like that. But at the same time, it's like I said, that started when I was younger, watching my dad growing up, seeing him create and everything. So I was like, in my mind, this is what I want to do. I love this. Of course, back to our last thing. The feeling I got, the feeling I saw my dad had when he was creating. So, and then I felt it. So, yeah, so that pretty much started back then with that, just creating, being in church, learning the different music. Sometimes we'll get music for church, and I wouldn't really care too much for how the music was arranged. So I'll take my time and rearrange the music there. I'm sorry, and rearrange the music there. As some musicians will call, I'll flip the music and do all that different stuff to it. So I believe it started there. That's where my practice was during church for its creating music. Yep.
Come on. And I mean, look at this musical background, like in your family. It runs in the family.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It runs in the family, man. My grandfather, Eugene Cotton III. Oh. He started with, of course, his sons and my uncles and my dad. He taught them, and then from there on, they passed it on down to me. My uncles and my dad. The whole family had a part in creating who I am now.
Wow, that's awesome, Ish. It was written for you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Part of your purpose, sir. So now, your first artist was the Jones sisters, right?
Yeah.
Tell me about your other artists.
Well, the other artists, as I mentioned, the Jones sisters and Ryan Hadley as well. We have, of course, Ryan Hadley. I've did 2 songs with him so far. We're working on finishing up some other stuff because of COVID and everything that hit. We kind of had to put a little pause on it. But right now we're working on his stuff, which I'm gonna give a shout out to them. That's Who You Are by Ryan Hadley and the Worship Squad, and God Is Able. Same people. All that is available on all digital music outlets. Felicia Travis, we're right now currently about to finish up on her song, First Lady Felicia Travis, which goes to the song that me and my writing partner, Connie Hawkins, wrote. This song called Grace, and Lady Travis will be releasing that soon. I know we've been saying this, but it's coming soon with Felicia Travis. Also, of course, my boy, the homie DC Cross, who's also our worship pastor at the church. The song He Answers Me. That's out right now too. So DC Cross, man, he's, of course, everybody around the city knows who he is. He's phenomenal, man, a great guy. And the thing is, one thing I really love about DC is he's the same all the time. Every time you meet him, he's the same. So
funny.
Like that
funny, always
character plays a big part with me. Yeah, man, character plays a big part with me, and everybody that I work with, that's one of the things I've cherished more than just your singing ability or your talent. It's character for me. Like I see how you are with people, how you just are, period. Which I don't judge, but I know how I am. I know I need consistency with me.
So I know do you that, so feel like it's a reflection of who you are as well?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like if I work with you, then I feel like then I'm condoning certain things, like, just saying like that, that type of thing. So like, I feel like if there's a reflection of me, like if I see that in that person, hey, yeah, I don't mind working with it. And I think that also helps with the process of working with people too, so like with that. So we got DC Cross. Right now we currently have a few more people that we're about to work with. So I want to wait till we actually start working with that. So a lot of people have been reaching out for us to work with. So we scheduling things, making sure that I don't overbook myself and take on more than I can handle. So that type of things.
Absolutely. So, and I think a part of the creative, first of all, congratulations for all the productivity and the people that you're working with. But I think a big part of our creative process as creatives is self-care. So good job on that too, to not overbook yourself, stretch yourself too thin. Burnout is real. I've been there, done that. Yeah. So ups on that.
We can't do that. We can't do that.
No. No burnout over here. So with everything you have going on, I want to know about some upcoming projects besides the artists. Like what do you have coming up next? Well,
right now, I know we have, actually this coming Sunday, September 27th at 5 p.m., we have our Artist Supporting Artists Volume 4 coming up right now, which we've been doing it throughout the year, starting in May. Artist Supporting Artists, this coming Sunday at 5 p.m. live from cottonmelodyproductions Facebook page. Little plug, just throw that in there and everything. So that's what we have coming up right now. That's what we're working on, preparing for this week, making sure everything's right. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be really good. It's gonna be really good this Sunday.
Awesome. So who's on the lineup for this Sunday? Can we say that or not?
Yeah. So the people that's on the lineup, listen, we have Ashley Tremaine.
Woo!
Everybody knows Ashley.
Jeez, that
Ashley
girl
Tremaine,
can blow.
Jameric Campbell from out there in the Baton Rouge area. Okay. Listen, the guy's phenomenal. We've been hearing him like of course we've been hearing him for years, but this guy I felt like he's just kind of been taking over for the past couple of months.
Wow.
He's just been taking over. And also LaShonda Antoinette Thomas. We all love her so much. Her passion for worship and everything. We just love her. So I feel like this lineup is going to be so dope and so amazing. And everybody, and I just want to give a shout out to everybody, even in the past, who's been a part. Like, even everybody I asked, they never gave me no problems. They was like, Ish, I got you. Yeah, man, whatever you need. And I really appreciate that. And I appreciate them for being a part. But this week, Ashley Tremaine, Jameric Campbell, and LaShonda Antoinette Thomas is going to be on here this week.
I'm so excited about that. Again, where can people view this again? Well,
we can put this on Cotton Melody Productions Facebook page. So if you're not following or like or even like and subscribe to us, go do that right now. Well, not right now. After this interview, go like, subscribe, and follow Cotton Melody Productions Facebook page so you guys can be up to date with everything that's going on with us. All right. So once again, Cotton Melody Productions Facebook page. Go like, subscribe, and follow us.
Absolutely.
5 p.m. Sunday, September 27th, 5 p.m.
Look, y'all, don't miss it. I had the honor of being present at one of them. Did a little back singing for Jessica Harvey. She was one of the artists. That was so cool. But just to be able to be in the room and feel everything, Titus Showers, Natalie Vachelle, oh my God, they tore down. She sang Holy One, and the way that she put a spin on it, I just wanted to just roll on the floor. Like, I just wanted to. It was so good. And then they had Tank and the Bangers. They had Drea Marie, Felicia Travis. Vernon
Bird. Yeah.
I mean, like, they come with the force. So, like, this is a really great platform. I love that Ishmael and my girl Quintess Cotton, they birthed Cotton Melodies Productions, and now they have Artist Supporting Artists, and it's just a really dope concept. So you don't want to miss it. Do not miss it. Okay.
Cheese. You don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss it.
You don't want to miss this. So I am excited about it. Now, man, I really enjoyed this conversation so much. You're deep, Cheese. We're gonna have more conversations offline. Yep, I'm gonna pick that brain because it's a beautiful place. But I just want you to encourage, like, take a moment to encourage those creatives out there. You just said in so many words, be authentic to you. Be authentic to yourself. Don't fake the funk. Don't try to be no one else. Basically based off of your definition of creativity. I want you to encourage those people who are like just navigating, who are figuring themselves out, who are trying to be authentic to themselves, who want to be that, who care about what other people think or say about them, who feel like their creativity is stifled or they're too scared to launch something big, like what's in their hand. So go ahead, Cheese. Talk to the people.
So guys, let me just take this time to encourage you. So what you want to do is first pray. Find out from God, develop that relationship with God. If you're creative, you have to develop that relationship with God, because He will not lead you astray. I promise you. There's things I wanted to do that I thought it was the right way, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be cool. But I promise you, God sent people my way to kind of put me back on the right path. Okay, so my encouragement to you guys is keep going. I know it's tough. Trust me, I know it's hard. I know it feel like you put in years of time and you feel like I've done paid my dues. But listen, just keep going. I promise you, follow God's plan and you will be fine. I promise you. Just keep with it. Stick with it, man. Stay encouraged. Reach out. Like I said, even reach out to some mentors that you might have just for encouragement. Like, just those different things. Because that's what I do also. Even to this day, I've been doing the music thing for 22 years. I still reach out to my mentors just for encouragement, just for talks. You know what I'm saying? Like, just so listen, go out and do what you know you're supposed to do. Stay encouraged. Keep pushing. That's my advice. Keep pushing. Never give up. Keep pushing. It will be worth it in the end. I promise you.
I mean, you heard it from Ishmael, who's been in this game for 22 years. Look at the things that he's doing. Look at the things he's birthed. Look at the passion and the creativity that he is tapping into now. And the best is yet to come for him and my girl Quintess and all of the things that they're going to birth. So I'm so excited about that. Listen, again, Artists Supporting Artists, Volume 4. This Sunday, September 27th at 5 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Don't miss it. Don't miss it, Cheese and Cheesettes.
You don't want to miss it, Cheese and Cheesettes. I promise you, it's gonna be amazing. Just as the past ones were amazing, every time we going higher and higher. So you don't want to miss it, guys.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for tuning in this week. Stay tuned. Stay connected to Ishmael. I have all of his information on the screen. Don't miss this Sunday. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.